Hello, this is Mr. Lemming broadcasting to you from YouTube. I just finished making a few demos of a monomath, just me singing over the original songs because the karaoke versions I found were crap. And I made a few demos. That's why you probably won't see me without my face paint anymore. I still got some photos without my face paint lying around. But now my trusty face paint and my battle jacket have become quite a part of me and a part of how the Hive 365 community views me. So I made 3 demos. The songs are, let me think, Free Will Sacrifice, Where's Your God, and Deceiver of the Gods. Those are the 3 songs I sang 2. It's just me singing over it. No karaoke versions. They were all crap. And I really wanted to ask you if you want to hear them in my shows. So, do you want to hear them in my shows? Yes or no? I will leave a poll in the description so you can vote on it. If you want it, I can broadcast it to you. I also want to make this video to tell you a little more about myself. You've probably seen this. This is my staff. It's going to be a runic staff. Let me say that. So really need to polish it a bit more. Polish my morning wood. So I need to polish it a bit more. It's still on its drying stage, so it needs to dry a little bit more to get more sturdier. That's what I do. The face paint, there is quite a story behind that. The face paint I created because the Christmas selfies on Imgur. So they were making Christmas selfies. The whole Imgur front page was full of those, and I just thought, guys, this is way too Christmassy. Where's the memes? So what I did is I burned some hay in my helmet, in my battle helmet. So it's an old service helmet, some army service helmet from my dad. So. And I burned some hay in that, quite a lot actually. So then I got charcoal from that. I smeared it on my face, like you see now, and posted it on Imgur with the text, "Christmas selfie. Have a good Yule, everyone." And then I tried out for Hive 365. I wanted to call my show Nordic Invasion because of the metal invasion. Viking metal, all those things, and I wanted to play some pagan folk. And pagan folk is the more old Viking kind, and I wanted to do that, but people didn't really seem to like it, so I stopped doing that. If you really want to hear that, you can. Maybe I'll post 2 polls, one for the demo if you want to hear it. And the second one, if you want to hear pagan folk in my show. So as I called it, and then I called it Nordic Invasion. I stick with the name because of the Scandinavian metal bands in Viking metal. And after my trial period, that was 3-4 weeks, so something like that. I got a message from the king himself, and it was a link to a Google Doc. I needed to fill that in. For it's formally applying to the Hive 365 team, and so I fill that in. And at the last page was post a picture. So I still had that little file of Imgur floating around in my computer, and I just posted that. And I thought, well, if they reject it because it's too savage, then they reject it. I will post another picture. So that's how. And since then, I'm looking like this on the i365 team page. I recently posted a new profile picture on Discord. It's me with my trusty axe. And that's quite more recent. So the reason I did that is because I wanted to really make this my face paint an icon of me and Nordic Invasion, me, Mr. Lemmings. So yeah, that's the story behind my face paint. Then this little story about my name. It was from World of Tanks. Yeah, let's see. My motto in World of Tanks was go on herein and cannon everyone you see and die. It wasn't really good kill-death ratio, so yeah. And they all spammed in the chat, stop lemming, and I, what is lemming? And I Google that, and that's when somebody goes on head first in a battle without any thinking, cannoning everyone they see and dying. So that was Lemming. So I thought, well, why not make that my name, Mr. Lemmings? So I look sexy to you, don't I? I really look sexy to you. Let me see my whole face with the face paint. Oh, I look really sexy. So yeah, that's the story behind. Well, I just thought, wow, Mr. Lemmings is a good name for me, because then they know what to expect. And that's how my name got into be. My former alias was the Gilo. That's also my Discord name, so if you mention me, you'll probably, what is the Gilo? And then Mr. Lemmings behind it. So yeah, that's the story behind Mr. Lemmings. Let's see, what I'm more, oh yeah, the story about how I started grunting. It was at a bus stop. Yeah, the bus stop was not particularly crowded. It was empty, and I just had a Primo Victoria on my earbuds on the highest volume, and without me noticing, I started singing to it. So, like the Joachim sings to it. So I just started singing to that, and one guy came to the bus stop, and he was looking at me, what the fuck are you doing? And so I just looked at him. Let me see. And then I noticed what I'm singing, and then I just gave little shits and started and continued. Then there was a second guy, and he approached me. Wow, you sound really good, he said. And I thought, butts off. I don't really sound good. And he said, well, you really do. And then I really stopped. When I got home, I decided to try myself out, see if I really sang that nice, and I just started again with Primo Victoria recording it. I still got the initial recording lying around. That's from 3/4 years ago, something. I still got that lying around. Yeah, so that's how I started. And well, my voice really declined into the death metal grunting, and yeah, so now I really sound like Johan Hegg from I'm on a Mouth. So that's the story behind my grunting. What more there is to tell? Not much, really. So that's little stories. If you want to hear more from me on YouTube, just post something in the comments. Hey, you're a great talker. Look into the camera more, and yeah. I wish you a good evening, good morning, good afternoon, or good night even. So I'll see you soon.